So the 51 Dodge definitely needs some new valve covers and a new air cleaner. They're hideous. I went on Marketplace, found these. Obviously, I really like them or I wouldn't have bought them. But it's interesting, they seem to have clear coated the aluminum, the bare aluminum, and then the blue is on top of the clear coat. That's kind of strange to me, so I'm going to put another coat or two of clear coat on here. Well, I'm going to try to anyways, and then we're going to install these on the 51 Dodge. So they say to always try the paint on top of another paint in an inconspicuous area. Well, I think the bottom of the air cleaner is pretty inconspicuous. This actually feels a little greasy, so I'm going to hit this with a little bit of alcohol, and then we will try some of this Rust-Oleum engine enamel. This is a clear coat, good up to 500 degrees, so we'll give that a shot on here. So a day has passed since you've seen me last, and the clear coat's dry. Looks great. Blue's much better now. I'm a lot happier with it. So to get these valve covers completely ready, we got to install the baffles. Those just go on there like so. Now it does come with self-tapping screws for this that do have little lock washers on them. But I'm going to go ahead and use a little bit of thread locker on that. The last thing you want is one of these screws to come out and go into your engine. That would make a bad day for everyone. I'm going to get the driver's side off first. If there's any fitment issues, it's going to be right here. This one is, it's pretty tight. The new valve cover is a little bit taller, but oh well, that's loose. Okay. I was not really expecting that. Okay, I think we got a change in plans. These are all very loose. All of the rockers were loose, except for the ones that were opening a valve. I've gone ahead and adjusted the rest of these, so these are the only two that are still out of whack. We're going to turn this down. Not zero lash yet. Now we're going to go quarter turn. And we're just going to tighten the jam nut. Good to go. And we're done. All right, let's get those valve covers on. I'm using these Spectre rubberized gaskets. They are reusable and they don't require any sort of gasket maker or anything on them. So you basically just set them in place. You see I've got one set in place. I'm kind of cheating. I've got a couple of the old studs that I've put in there. The new valve covers are just going to use Allen bolts. But I've got these in just to make it a little bit easier to put the valve cover on and to keep the gasket from moving around on me a whole lot. Sometimes it can be a little difficult to line those holes up, but we're not going to worry about that. You could do that too. You could, cut off a top of a bolt or something and make it turn into a stud, or just wing it. That also works. Now this is going to be a little tight in here. Sitting in place, right on top of the studs. Looks good. Everything lines up. Came with these Allen head cap screws, I think is what they're technically called. We'll just call them Allen bolts. You want to just get them started. Don't tighten them down, or you will be sorry, because you'll undoubtedly have a bolt hole that's off on the gasket, and then you'll tighten the valve cover down, and you won't be able to get it on, and you'll be throwing wrenches across the shop like I usually do. Learn from my mistakes. Driver's side is good to go. It looks great. Moving on to the passenger side. Always make sure your gasket surfaces are clean. I've already put the new rubber gasket in here. Again, I got my little cheater studs. I am a bit concerned, though, about how close this firewall is to the engine. That I don't know how that's going to fit. Those Moroso valve covers much thinner. So we're going to see. We might have a problem here. I might have to take a hammer to that firewall. Looks like somebody already did. All right, let's try this out. See what happens. Well, that is super duper tight, but it looks like it's going to work. Passenger side is on. I've installed the PCV as well and the oil breather over here. Now I still need to run a hose from here over to here, but I actually have it at a different place. Instead of using just this plain black hose like this, I've got some real nice braided blue hose. I want to put that on there, so it can wait until I bring a piece of that home. All that's left is air cleaner. Let's pop this on here. And like this. Came with a big, huge, long screw. Which, of course, is about a 1/4 of an inch too long. Alright, well, that'll be for another day. I'll take that screw off of there and shave it down a little bit. Well, I think it looks a lot better than those old Moroso valve covers. But, I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. See you down the road.